Hi and welcome to On the B-Side with BTS, a special tribute where we share real stories from ARMY across Australia. As we count down to BTS reuniting after their military service, this project celebrates the deep connections, life moments and inspiration this group continues to bring. I'm your host Birgit. Thanks so much for joining us. Hi ARMY, hello everyone to this brand new ARMY story from an Australian BTS ARMY fan, whatever you want to call it. I hope I get that right. I'm baby ARMY. I'm allowed to make mistakes, I hope. Anyway, on this episode, we've got the lovely Kelly with us. Hello.
Hello.
And as a bit of a disclaimer, Kelly's like the first ARMY kind of in the wild in my area that I've met together with another ARMY, Claire. So yeah, that was kind of the first real ARMY meeting experience I've had. So now that's out of the way with, we're going to talk about Kelly's story on, you know, how BTS came into your life. So I'm just going to fire a question at you. How did those seven wonderful human beings enter your life? How did they find you?
YouTube. Just going through reels and shorts one day, and some K-drama clips came up, and some of them had music overlays, and going, oh, sounds interesting. And then clips of BTS started to come up into the shorts, and I'm going, these guys are pretty good, and just fell down the rabbit hole from there. Now my YouTube algorithm is just pretty much BTS, all that comes up.
And I find the timing sometimes when you find them pretty good as well. So I've kind of figured that one out over doing this project now, that they always seem to pop up when we kind of need them, even if we don't realize we do. Was that the case for you as well, do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'd say that's fairly accurate, yeah.
Yeah, no. It's and I find it interesting that for me that they found me and they're just there every time I have like, you know, like a depression phase or whatever it is that I'm going through. It's just like my medicine cupboard. And I feel that's for a lot of armies, that's the same. So question to you, do you agree with that, or do you feel the same way?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Depending on whatever mood or situation I'm in, whether I'm stressed out, feeling a bit flat or whatever, I throw on one of the CDs or the vinyls and just, yeah, they generally find a way to bring me out of whatever funk or mood I happen to be in.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, I don't know, but I just, yeah, medicine cupboard, you open it and there's something for you to make you feel better.
They usually end up with me dancing around the room by the end of a few songs. So.
Well, that's what you need. They got plenty of good feel-good songs, and they also have plenty of songs where you can just sit there and have a good bloody cry sometimes and just say how shit life is. I don't want to be an adult anymore.
No, adulting is no fun.
Yeah, sometimes it really sucks. Is there like a specific album or song, or maybe even if you want to go down even deeper, like a lyric or a song lyric that you feel like, you know, is your favorite that you feel drawn to, or can't you choose?
I probably find that a bit difficult to choose. Yeah.
Or maybe, I mean, I don't like to go down the solo route, but sometimes that sort of feeds in where you say, you know, at this moment in time, I really like, for example, I don't know, RM's new song or Hobi's new album. Are you just really proper OT7, like, I don't care, I'm just back to A to Z, the whole album? Is that how you do it?
Well, I'm really a bit of a fan of everything, their solo stuff and their group work. But I think it really depends on the situation I'm in as to which album or playlist will be used. If I'm having a bit of a quiet day, RM's Indigo or these Layover are two of my favorite albums to listen to just chill out and
Mm.
read or just enjoy the world.
Yeah. Mm.
And then
Yeah,
if I feel
I
like dancing around my room, I'll put on or
yeah.
something
Permission to
like that.
dance.
Yeah, permission to dance.
Oh, some of the old stuff is like a bit old school hip hop almost, so you can go like, yeah,
Yeah,
if you want to
that's
go
it.
down that road. Now, obviously, BTS, it's not just the songs; it's that whole journey that seems to be really inspiring for so many. The ups and downs in their kind of short life. You know, we can say that. We're a little bit older, so we're allowed to say that. Um, Is there any sort of chapter of their journey where you think, yeah, I can really relate to that? That I feel like it's similar and, I went through something similar and that's why I can really relate. Anything like that? Or is it just the joy of them being around?
Well, I've only been following them, as you know, for about a year and a half. So I don't know all of the things that they've gone through in their journeys, but I always find the way they started and the fact that they didn't give up and they kept pushing, they kept trying, just to be a really sort of inspirational
Mm.
attitude to have. So every time I feel like I'm ready to give up on projects or, work or anything, I just sort of look back on that and go, yeah, all right, I'll keep pushing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm baby army. I'm only been in this world for what, maybe 2 years now. But
Mm.
and we will never fully exactly know what they went through and how they felt. Like certain things are probably kept really private, even though they're very open about so many things. But
Mm.
I just find their strength is amazing. There's just
Yeah.
determination and strength to keep going no matter what kind of
And
eggs have been thrown at them, isn't it?
the support they give each other. It's just they're just got amazing bonds. It's
Mm,
fantastic to watch.
yes. And not just the fun stuff. Of course, we love that when they're goofing around and everything, but
Yeah.
you know, even to the tough times. That's, yeah, I love that too.
Mm.
Um, Now we're both very new to this world, but in the short time you've been in this purple world, have they kind of influenced the decision you're making or a change you're making? Anything like that? It doesn't have to be like life changing, but you know,
They've influenced my future plans to go to South Korea for a trip.
there you go. Definitely. Yeah. Um,
um, yeah, no, can't think of anything else offhand that
yeah.
I know that there's always been small things that maybe there's been an influence there, but yeah,
Mm. To me,
I'm
it
sure there'll be more to
appears
come.
that to me it appears that overall they're just I don't know if I'm please correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels to me like they've helped you find joy and happiness again in a way.
Yeah, yeah, a little
Because
bit, yeah.
yeah, because just the joy that I can see coming from you when you talk about your trip now going to South Korea and by the time this is aired, obviously you will be there.
I will be, yes.
Yes, and I don't know, but just making these spontaneous trips, concert weekends and meeting up with other army.
Yeah.
I guess is that something that you didn't have before, is it?
Yeah, no, I'm very much an introvert sort of person. So
Mm,
going to my first cup sleeve event with Melbourne Army group was very challenging going to that with not knowing anyone that was there. But yeah, was able to meet some lovely people and everyone is so welcoming and friendly. And just then the conversation started about seven fantastic, talented young men.
hmm
And yeah, it's just been I'd say that yeah, prior to that I was probably you could say I'd sort of lost my smile.
hmm
Um and yeah, I've just found a lot of joy in the last 12 or so months, and yeah,
Yeah.
my spare bedroom's being filled up with lots of merchandise and album.
Long as it makes you happy.
It is making me very happy.
Yes. Yes. Now, that brings me to my next question. What does it mean for you to be an army and being with or surrounded by army?
Um, well, I found it to be very and well, it's very enjoyable and a very supportive, friendly, open group of so far women. I'm sure there's army men out there that I'll come across in my future, but yeah, they're just helped bring me a little bit out of my comfort zone and my shell, and
Mm,
just expanding my world.
yeah. It's a great community.
Yeah,
Like yourself, going to sort of like the first cup sleeve event as an introvert as well. It's always nerve-wracking when you sort of go into a room
yeah,
with people that you've never met, and even if you just sit on your own in a corner, there will be someone that just comes up and says hello and kind of
mm,
breaks the ice. So I think that's really amazing. I don't know another fandom, and if there's anyone that can correct me, please do so. That seems to be so open-minded and welcoming, you know.
yeah,
And I don't know if you can maybe talk about that because I know you went to Hobi's Jakarta concerts.
yeah.
How are army from there? Do you see any difference with Australian army to Indonesian army, or is that more or less the same? What was your sort of
Um,
view on that?
well, I've found everyone there to just be just very friendly,
Mm-hmm.
very open, um, and it was lovely just walking up to complete strangers, giving them a freebie, and then having a little chat about things. And yeah, it was, and everyone was just, yeah, the concert was amazing, and everyone was just having so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah. That's the fascinating thing with army. In a way, you would theoretically think that because of different cultures and everything, there might
Yeah.
be some form of barrier or hesitation, but it sounds to me like it wasn't the case.
No, I felt like
Mm,
it. They made a bridge to be able to connect with completely different
mm,
people. So
mm,
um, it was really joyous. I really enjoyed the going to Hobi's concert over in Jakarta, and I'd never
mm.
been there before. So there's the whole experience of going to a country that's, you know, I don't speak the language. I don't really know anything um, about how it's going to go and how to get around. And everyone was very helpful, and it was just, yeah. So it was fantastic. It's a great
Mm,
place, and fantastic army.
yeah. That's incredible that in a way they kind of allow you to experience things you probably didn't think you would experience if it wasn't for them, their music and what they've created, that world.
Yeah,
So,
it was really good.
mm.
And a very different thing for me to do because I just went away for the weekend to go to a couple of concerts.
Yes. And that seems to be a lot of the time when you sort of hear other army story, they're like, yeah, well, it's the first time I traveled on my own, or first time I went to a different country. I
Mm.
had no idea. I just booked it. It's like they kind of make you push your comfort zone so much, but it's so good in a way, you know?
Yeah, they're
Definitely.
pushing me outside my comfort zone, but it was
Yeah.
a relaxed journey. It wasn't fearful. It
Mm.
was felt, encouraged and comfortable doing it. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what the next one's going to be like in South Korea.
Yes. I'll be very curious to hear about that myself. Now, you've obviously attended quite a few BTS events organized by Army. Is there let's not talk about Hobi's concert. That's off the table. You can't pick that one. Is there an event that sticks in your mind that you think, that was really great?
Hmm. Probably, I think it's probably the second cup sleeve I went to
Okay.
and got to meet, I can't remember who it was now, which event it was. Um, but yeah, I got to meet a couple of people that I'd conversed with, who helped me out. Well, it was Wendy. She was very helpful in trying to help me sort out something, and then just to be able to put the face to the name of the person I'd spoken with.
Hmm.
And then probably the next one was actually probably the next cuff sleeve after that one I went to was when I got to finally meet yourself and Claire after our conversations. So
Hmm.
it's probably being able to do two things like that. I mean, the events that they've done for the Melbourne Army group with their cup sleeves are very entertaining and very well put together and a lot of fun to meet new people. But on those two occasions, I got to meet people who I'd only spoken with online,
Hmm.
and then to actually be able to make that sort of physical contact and start socializing with is a lot of fun.
Yes, it was. And it's like you said, for introverts, and there seems to be a lot of introverted army out there who BTS bring out the extroverted side or the courage or the energy to go and socialize and meet new people. And I think that in itself is incredible that
Yeah,
they have that magic to do that.
yeah, it's pretty impressive, and it's makes it a. It's not ever been apart from the first time. It hasn't been a fearful experience. I mean, it's been okay. I've got to do this. Let's go do this, but it hasn't been a fearful, scary experience. It's been a comfortable and relaxing pushing of the boundaries because
Mm.
everyone has been so welcoming and friendly. And
Hmm.
everyone's happy to sit down and have a chat about one of the members or recommend videos to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not going to run out of topics anytime soon. That's for
Not likely,
sure.
no.
Um, so is there anything about BTS you're looking forward to the most when they come back out of the military service?
Seeing all of them together at once.
Yes.
Because
Because we've not
obviously
seen them, have we,
no,
together?
no.
No.
Um, JK, Jimin, RM, and V all went in within probably about a week or two of me discovering and learning more about them and starting to follow them. So that was like in December, and then they all went into the military. So I was thinking,
Mm.
I'll just casually find out about them as things happen, and then Jin comes out, and
Hmm.
we got J Hope, and now I've been to a J Hope concert, and so I think the thing I'm looking forward to the most is finally seeing all of them together.
Hmm. Yeah. Have you so far on your army journey, have you had like a sort of a bit of a proud moment that you think, oh God, yeah, I'm kind of proud of that I've did that as an army?
Probably going to Jakarta.
Mm. Yeah. Out of your comfort
Just
zone, eh?
yeah, it's not the normal thing for me to do, and it was so spur of the
Yes.
moment and unplanned. Um, just the ticket opportunity came up, um, and I was like, oh, it seems like the universe is telling me, so
Off you went.
off I go.
It sounds to me like they really yeah, help you come out of your shell, connect with others easier, and just enjoying life maybe a little bit more than you used to.
Yeah, yeah,
Is that,
definitely.
yeah. So what do you think? Oh, that's probably a bit of a tough question, but you're off to South Korea, obviously, in June to experience all there is around BTS.
Yes.
Oh God, I hope you don't have too much depression when you come home.
I think there'll be some major depression when I come home. I'll start planning the next trip almost immediately, I think.
Oh no. Now we're obviously talking about Aussie Army here, and that's kind of showing the love to BTS as an Aussie Army and trying to, I know they probably will never see this, which is okay. That's not the whole point of doing it. It's just sending out some positive energy into the world and just showing, we're here, we love you, and we do good things, and you have done good things for us. But let's say we will get the chance, or you will get the chance to be in one room with them, and you wouldn't be passing out. That's not an option.
I
And
guarantee that.
and you had a chance to tell them one thing. What would you choose to tell them? What would you say to them? Tough one.
Yeah.
I know
Probably
that.
just thank you.
Thank you.
Mm.
May I ask, may I dig a bit deeper and say, for what? What for?
Well, as you pointed out earlier, that they've helped me find the joy again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, help me find my smile. So,
Put a smile back on your face.
yeah.
They got this incredible knack for that, and I love them for it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they would hear a lot of
They're pretty
thank
cool.
yous. I think they would hear that a lot. But yeah, it is true
And
though.
squeals and passing out and
Yeah, that's a whole another topic we could discuss. How would we react if we would ever meet them? Which obviously is probably never going to happen, but that's okay. But yeah, you can talk about it, of course.
yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, um, yeah, we've already said when they come out of the military, we just want to see them together. What do you what do you think the music style might be when they come back together? Do you have any sort
Mm.
of idea, or are you just like, I'll just wait?
I think I'm gonna have to just wait.
It it can be hard because their solo stuff is so different, isn't it?
Yeah, I love the variety across all their solo work, and yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what they come out with when they
Mm,
get back together.
yeah,
It'll be very exciting.
it'd be very exciting. One thing I do really hope though is when RMV, Jimin and Jungkook come out, that they do take their time and don't rush into
Mm.
group activities. I don't know. I just don't want them to rush it.
No, I think they're all entitled to have a bit of a break,
Yes.
but
If they want to, fair enough. But
yeah,
don't
given
rush.
how much some members appear to be missing um, their army and their past life and all their music and stuff, I think some are going to be jumping straight back into doing things. So,
Well,
but it'll be interesting. It'll be all their choice, of course. But
yeah,
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with when
yeah.
they do come out.
And do you, oh God, do you think they might come to Australia? What's your gut instinct tell you?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Because there's lots of chatter within the Australian Army fan base about are they coming, aren't they? What are the
yes,
requirements for them to come? I can see both
yes.
sides. I can see both sides in a way. So,
I don't know specifically their past things, obviously, because I've only been in with them for a short period of time in
mm,
comparison to a lot of other army. But um, I understand that they were coming here prior COVID. So if they were coming here once, they'll come here again.
yeah.
They're coming. They're coming.
We'll put it out. We'll manifest it for everybody.
Yeah, they're coming.
But please make ticket buying easy.
Oh God, yes. That was an experience in itself.
I'm sure it is. Right, before we close off, is there anything on your heart that you maybe want to say to BTS or to Australian Army, new and old, anything that's coming up? Or is it just blank introvert going,
Yeah,
don't know.
probably. I'm on the spot.
I'm on the spot,
Um,
spotlight on you.
Um, no,
Not really.
other
That's
than
okay.
I'll see you in Australia very soon.
Yeah, we're putting it out there. We're sending it out there all the way to South Korea.
Yeah.
See you
I'll
soon.
let him know when I'm over there next
Yeah.
month.
Okay. All right. Well, look, Kelly, thanks for coming on and jumping over your fear of, being on video and camera and sharing a little bit about your army experience and everything. I'm sure it will have an impact, and we're sending some really positive and energetic vibes over to Hype HQ and to BTS. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and you all take care. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.